Hello, and today at Model Corner we'll be looking at another Gemini jet, with this time it being the British Airways Boeing 777-200ER in 1/400 scale. Now, you can see it comes packaged in a presentation box, which I'm showing you here. As you can see, we've got a mock-up of the plane on the front, so this is what the plane inside should look like. Of course, British Airways logo, and we have the title, the model of the plane, and its scale, and then telling you it is a die-cast model plane, so you know it is a high-quality product. Looking at the rest of the box, we'll mark up again. So it says look inside, and we have a display window where you can see the box inside. You can see the plane inside the box without having to take it out. It's just got a plastic cover on it, so don't damage it. On the back, it's just some info about Gemini Jet, saying like this is an officially licensed product from Boeing. And if we go back to this and we open up again, you can see on the lid we have some information about the plane. See if we can put this up. As you can see, we've got a little bit of history about the Boeing 777 and some specifications of a Boeing 777, such as this one's registration of GYMMR, the range of the plane, the cruising speed of the plane, its max takeoff weight, you know, what engines it's got. So there's a bunch of information about this plane, such as like specifications here in feet and inches. Now, let's take the plane out of the box and have a look at it. Taking it out, you can see the plane is in a nice tray with a plastic cover to keep it safe. Just open that up. Remove its plastic coating. And here we have the Boeing 777-200ER with the British Airways livery. Now, as you can see, this has the One World livery on it. As you can see, it clearly says member of One World. The One World logo here. Let's have a look and see if there's any other references. So let's turn it around. Of course, you want to be very gentle. It is die-cast, but it has some delicate things such as the landing gear, which you don't want to damage. Of course, it says One World on this side. Again, the One World logo. If you don't know what One World is, it's an airline alliance featuring airlines such as British Airways, American Airlines, Qatar Airways, and many others. So let's now have a look at the details of this plane, because it is a very nicely detailed plane. Let's have a look at the cockpit. Some very nice little details. It says MMR there. Looking around, see British Airways logo. We've got a very little seal there that comes into focus. Of course, One World and its logo. We've got a registration down here of GYMMR, which is the same on both sides. We've got the Union flag tail on the tail. Vertical stabilizer. We look underneath, of course, we've got a little Gemini Jets logo, registration on the wing. You can see the landing gear, looking very nice. Of course, you want to be very careful with it. You don't want to break your landing gear. Of course, we want to be careful, the same on the top. We've got very little antennas on top. You can touch them, but probably shouldn't, because they may break. It is a delicate model, so how detailed it is. Let's turn it around again. Again, let's see. Same on the side, except this time we have a little Royal Mail seal as well on this plane. Of course, it's very nice. Let's have some little facts about the 777. It is the largest twin-jet airliner in the world. So this is the biggest plane that will only have 2 jets. You can see the jets are in very nice little detail. Very detailed along. As you can see, if it can get into focus. Right here with a little Rolls-Royce logo on the engines. Of course, it's got a registration of GYMMR, as I've said a couple times, and this plane has flown all over the world, the real one of this. It's made some very long hauls. And this model itself has a wingspan of about 15.23 centimeters, and it's about 15.9 centimeters long, so it's very nice, very good size compared to other 400 centimeter ones. As again, this is the largest twin jet airliner in the world. Now, quick look ahead. One last look at the logo, the livery. This very nicely high detail plane. And this plane is available now from modelcorner.co.uk.